Well, we don't have any water, so I'm checking the well. Ha ha. Gonna go to my parents' house first to see if the breaker is tripped that controls the well pump. Here we go. It's Christmas Eve. Of course it's gonna happen now. Why not? Let's check it out. This is where the breaker would be. Nope. It is on. Doesn't mean it's working. It just means it's on. Let's see if they have any water. Not much. Okay, the next place to check is going to be where the pressure switch is for the well. So, yeah. Dang it. Why does this always happen on the holidays or weekend? Here we go. The well pre-filter and the UV filter is in this little space here where another well used to be. We have our water fed from a cistern, so we've got to find out what's going on. So let's open this and climb down this hole and see if there's a clog somewhere. Turn the light bulb on. See what we have. Oh, we got some dripping going on here. What's that mean? What's dripping? Why is it dripping? Let's turn this off. Turn this off. Let's open this up, see what we get. Alrighty. I just changed this. It's not even that dirty. Yeah, see? It's not even that dirty. What's the dealio? Let's put it back together. See if I get any water that comes in here from the pump. Wait, I just see something. No, that was a squiggly line from jumping. We used to call those things jumping spiders back in the day. Okay, let's turn the water back on. Turn the water feed on. Turn it. Well, let's see if we get any water out of the pressure tank. Seems like we do. Huh. This is the pressure switch. Pop this open. See if it comes on. Clicks on when it's supposed to. So we'll let some water out. These contacts should click down. Good amount of water in here. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. That looks like smoke. Is it smoke or is it? I think it's just a spider web. When it gets below a certain pressure, that pressure switch should kick in. Unless the pressure switch is bad, but shouldn't be. Looks like a new one. I'm gonna flood myself in here. Now this pressure switch is operated by pressure, not electrical. So, it hasn't kicked in yet. Let's see what pressure we have. What do we have? I'm not sure. For some reason, the pressure switch is not kicking in. So, I'm going to have to cut the power off to the pressure switch. Get my meters and see if I can't get this thing going. What is it with these things going on holidays and weekends? Can't happen like on a Tuesday, 10 o'clock in the morning. It's got to happen on Christmas Eve. Stores are going to be closed. Wonderful, wonderful. Get the electrical tools. Get a meter. The meter's in here. And I should probably see what I can find, maybe with an old pressure switch. There is one here. First thing I'm going to do is check the voltage. Make sure we're getting the power. It shouldn't keep it from operating, but this is... We'll put it on 230 volts. Let's see, the yellow is the power. So we'll do here to here. The yellow, or is it the gray? That's the power. Okay, we got some voltage going on there. Let's turn it back down. Set to 110. Yep. Meter's a piece of crap, but give me the Well, we're getting voltage. Now, let's just see mechanically if we've got we got it. Yeah, I know, stepping in the water, it's not good. I'm going to take the pressure switch out. See if something wrong. Pressure switches typically don't go bad. That's the thing. Pressure switches are typically mechanical devices, and it senses pressure, and the diaphragm can go bad actually. But it senses pressure and it just cuts in the electrical contacts and cuts them out when it senses that it needs or doesn't need any. Let's cut the power off to the pressure switch because I really don't feel like getting burned with 230 volts. Glad my parents aren't here or I'd be hearing about it. We got no water. So let's kill the breaker. Kill the power. Well, off. And let's go back. Alrighty, I'm going to file down the points. Just like in a car. So you got point here, point here, point here, point there. So we're going to file them down with a point file. See what we get. Now let's go to the barn and find a file to be able to file these points down. Laura and I were going to go hiking in those woods way back there. She's never seen 20 plus acres of our property. So we were going to do that now, but when you have a well, a cistern, and a pump, and all that stuff, and it's not supplied by the city, you have to maintain your own water supply. So that's what we're doing. Hopefully it's not the submersible pump. We got a German submersible pump. It was like $1,500. Got a new one. So that one's got a warranty on it, but not on Christmas Eve. So let's go in the barn and see if we can't dig up something that resembles a point file. I haven't used a point file in many a decade. So we can dig up here in the barn / shop files. Okay. Let's see. You know what will work is emery board, fingernail file. Those are all too squirrely. Yeah, that'll work. We've used them before. That'll work. Fingernail file, emery board. Let's go back. We had my youngest daughter and the two granddaughters over yesterday and the night before. Celebrated a really nice Christmas celebration. So that was great. Took them on a tractor ride with a big, it's not a wagon, it's like a cart that we use for hauling limbs and debris around. Threw some blankets on there and they had a great time. So glad they watered it. And the well didn't go bad while they were here. Here we go. Back into the abyss. Alrighty, this is what we're going to do. We're going to take this emery board and file the points. The only thing is, it's a little too wide, so we're going to have to cut it. Back in a moment. Take two. Not that the glove's going to help, but I always act like it's got power, whether it's got it or not. Of course, I should have gotten a point. Look at that piece of crap. Screw it. Okay. Turn this so you can see. I'll do this end. Don't ask me why. Most people just replace stuff. And I get that. But we're an hour from everything. And if it doesn't work, I'll replace it with the other pressure switch that I found. Come on, baby. Sometimes they get built up, and the sparking and everything causes it to not make contact. And if that's the case, the pump won't come on. And if the pump won't come on, you ain't getting no water. I just want to file them real good. Okay, let's see what we get. All right, people. Let's go turn the power back on and see if we're getting any happiness. All righty. Hopefully, we will now get some water. Here we go again. Down into the abyss. Did I turn the water back on? I'm not sure if I did or not. I know it's on in that. It's time to call my wife to see if we have any water. Well, guess what? There's no water still. Gonna have to walk to the cistern. This trench right here marks where the new power line ran to the well. We've got to see if, one, the cistern's dry. Can't imagine that. We've had a lot of water. 2, it's clogged. The pump's clogged. 3, the pump is bad. That would be bad. Damn. Christmas Eve, too. Well, I wonder if any critters have... I don't want... I've got to go back. I got to go back and get my meter. It's not the pressure switch. It's not the power. It's not the filter. It may be the pump. Damn. All right. Take this and the meter. You know what I should do? I should take all this in the truck. Well, not really. I can't walk it. Truck's not gonna help me. Except for come back up the hill. You know, when you don't have water, it means you can't flush the toilet. You can always buy drinking water, but you can't flush the toilet. Tomorrow's Christmas Day, which means we'd go 2 days without running water. I guess we could, if it's the pump, I can file a warranty claim and get a temporary pump in the meantime. But then I bought a temporary pump. I'm out a couple $100 at least. And this is a good pump. You know, it could be that there's a bullfrog in the cistern. And the bullfrog, maybe he died and got sucked into the well. Or maybe the filter's clogged around the pump and it's not able to draw anything. It's burning the pump up. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. I really didn't want to do all this on Christmas Eve. Okay. And it's in the middle of a bamboo forest on top of it all. Which I've already gotten rid of twice. But as you can see, this is the cistern. Not a brother turn, but a cistern. And I'll show you what it's all involved. We're going to take this cover and lift it up. It's running. Good news. I hear it running. Okay. That means we have power here. Let's Let's take this little ladder that I found in the bottom of the cistern. Iron's always good for your waters. Okay. And now into another abyss. Whoa. Let's see what's going on with it. Do not drop cell phone in water. Okay. Do not fall in cistern. Guess what? Can't see with the dang cell phone in the way. Sorry guys, I gotta cut you off for a second. Good news. Pump's humming, but it's probably clogged. Gotta kill the breaker, disconnect the pump, take it apart. Fun. I'm taking the truck up and down this hill. It's gonna get tiring. It's gonna take a long time. Plus, if places are gonna close at noon on Christmas Eve, I gotta know. Here, so let's go. Let's go four-wheeling. Turn the power off to the submersible pump. So now I can take it to the shop and see what the heck's going on. See if it's clogged, broken impeller, who knows. Back into the abyss. Don't see the bullfrog. Who knows where he is? We've got to get this pump up and out to figure out what the hay is going on with it. If I snap that, that would not be good. See that, guys? Right there. So I gotta watch what I do. I'm gonna take this off here. Water's gonna pour out of that like a bad boy. I guess it could have an airlock, but I don't know why all of a sudden it would have an airlock. See all the water coming out? It's gonna be fun. See if I can do this without getting soaked. Because all that water's coming downhill. Put that over there. I'm gonna need it. I need a hammer. Maybe I can take this off here. There. Get that off. Come on. I don't want to break the dang setting. I'll go get a hammer and a hacksaw. I have a hacksaw and a hammer. Gonna try to get the try to get the plastic pipe off that fitting. If that doesn't work, use a trusty hacksaw. But I've got to get the well up to my shop to figure out why it's making a sound but not giving me any water. Can't imagine it'd be a clog between here and all the way up there. I mean, clogs don't typically happen in fresh pressure water line. Yeah, in a septic line, sure, all the time, but not in a supply line. So I'm thinking it's clogged, endless clog, or the impeller is bad. For a $1,500 pump, that sucks. I thought I was done with water issues. We've worked so much on this water system. I think it's coming out. All right, I'm gonna crank up these a little bit so I'm gonna lose them just enough to where it won't fall off. come on. Screw that. I'm cutting it. Enough time for this crap. Christmas Eve. Someone cut wires. Here comes the water. All coming from downhill. Don't feel like getting soaked. Any more than I am already. Mr. Bullfrog, where are you now? Yep. What would be nice? Yeah, I know what would be nice. Gate ball valve right here, huh? Yeah. Imagine that. Or what's that? 1-inch line? Yeah. I don't want to get soaked. I'm getting soaked. Getting soaked. Just want to get soaked on Christmas Eve. And that's all the water coming back from the pressure tank. Of course, I lost one of my hose clamps, which I better take this to remind me. Get a hose clamp. And I gotta cut this wire. Oh, man. Well, this way, I don't have to cut it. I have to keep it from it was supposed to be out of the water. Where's the other end? Ah, what are you there? No, I don't have my knife. Gotta get a knife. I don't have a knife on me. Didn't think I was going to need it this morning. Imagine that. Here's the other end. Probably have to go to the barn. Of course I have to go to the barn. Gotta get a knife. we go. Well, I had used watertight protectors here, people. So that means I gotta get more. Yep. Darn it. I'm going to just have to cut it here. I'm going to cut it here. But I have to cut it here. I'm going to cut it here. Cut it 3 different places. So it'll line up. Alright. Now I got this rope. And we have the pump. Take it to the barn, see what's going on. Light a fire in the barn. Culprit. That's got to be the inlet right there. I'm thinking power supply. So let's see what we can do here. 3 out of 4 came out. Gotta have the other one out. Gotta come out. There we go. Let's see what's under this. Probably some seal. Doesn't look clogged. Just thread it on. Yeah, it's threaded on. This is what spills. Let me see. It's going to be easy, isn't it? Something in there. See? Okay. Let's take this part apart. coming out of here. Look, I got 4 impellers. Look, another one. But wait, there's more. Look, stacks of them. Another one. Sheesh, how many are in here? Look at that. Look at that. Another one. They're all stacked up. Something else there. Another one. Now, I guess it goes like that, huh? Yeah. And then this was on top. This screw thing. See? That screw thing was on top. Like that. Another one. Well, I called my buddy who put in the well for us. We did a bunch of different things. Put the septic system in. He said the first thing to do is to check the voltage. So, got to go down here, make sure that the power lines are out of the water. Go back to my parents' cottage, turn the power on, come back, and check the voltage. I realized it's not just Christmas Eve, it's Sunday Christmas Eve, which means any of the local places that would be open, we're going to be closed because it's Sunday anyway. Turning the power back off. I do have 240 volts at the pump, so that's not the issue. Did your Grundfos impellers fall apart all over the floor like mine did, and now you don't know how to put them back together? Guess what? I figured it out. Right here, you have these two parts, right? They go like this. This part stays together like this. Boom. These little grooves line up with this groove. So you flip it over, and it locks in place. And I guess what happens is when it moves up, but they lock in this groove, and then you stack them all together and slide them back into this impeller tube. The next thing you do is you take these pieces and you screw this together right here, and then you stack them individually in the tube so that they go on the spline. You have to press them down so they go on the spline, and I'm doing it one at a time so I can get them all lined up. And if you have an issue, just simply take one out until you can line it up. Get it lined up, and then press it down onto the spline. And once you get that in, put in the next piece, as you can see, like that. And then just assemble it exactly like you stacked it individually. And that'll lock this piece into that piece here. And then I'm going to just push this down into the tube and then go on to my next section, my next impeller. And you want to make sure that it locks down. And if you have issues, then simply take up the previous part like this. It's really cold in here, so my hands are like getting frostbite in the garage. Why haven't I turned the heat on? Because I have no damn water. And I'm trying to get my water back. And the last one. Push that down. Okay, and that goes down like that. Okay, so they're all assembled. Yep, locked in place. Can't even feel my fingers. The last thing you're going to put on is the check valve, and that's going to go through here and lock into the tube like that. And I'll put it in my vise and tighten it up, and we'll be in good shape. There you go. That's how you get those stacked impellers back together. Okay, I took a submersible pump totally apart. By the way, there were no how-to videos on how to do it. And it's got 7 little impellers, and I had them stacked up nice and pretty, and they fell all in the floor. And I couldn't find a diagram on how to stack them all back up because there's like 3 different parts per one. But I finally found something, and I stacked them up and put it back together. I don't see anything wrong with this stupid pump. I'm gonna hook it back together, and hopefully it'll work. Let's see. All right, got this connected back. Gotta put this heat shrink tube, and of course I forgot the torch to heat this up, but I'll get that, put that back, and we'll see if we have any water or pressure. Good news, it's making a humming noise like it was before. Whether it is good or not, I do not know. I guess when it fills up, if it fills up, expansion tank and all the pipes, we'll know. If not, we got a bad pump on Christmas Eve.